Hey guys, Rowdy Retro Viewer here again. Guys, I literally had like one of those type of brainstorm ideas. But just hear me out on this one. Now, earlier today when I was watching Dave Lee's Down Under's video about Bye Bye Bunny, and how I mentioned and how I commented on how David Zaslav is awful. Well, username Carmine C Dinosaur actually agree with me on that, and I also mentioned how someone should make a movie based on what's gonna happen, and Carmine C Dinosaur actually agree with me. Which, by the way, shout outs to you watching this. So I actually wrote down the name of the movie that can actually happen, as well as the plot. I call this When Warners Unite. Now before I read what I wrote down, I will let you know that this is just fan concept. This is just a fan concept idea. That's one. And number two, I think this will be somewhat of a documentary / satire of what's going on with Warner Brothers and how, well, it's been going down the toilet since David Zaslav became the awful CEO of Warner Brothers. So here is the plot that I wrote down. After David Zaslav became the CEO of Warner Brothers, he comes up with an evil plan to ruin the legacy of Warner Brothers by canceling various TV and movie projects as tax write-offs and firing some of our beloved characters like Batgirl, Bugs Bunny and Wile E. Coyote, Scooby-Doo, and many more. Will a band of WB misfit heroes and their WB pals work together to defeat David Zaslav, get their jobs back, and save Warner Brothers once and for all? Only time will tell. So yeah, that is the plot of the movie, which I wrote down on this card. I can't tell if you guys can see, but it's there. Yeah, I did call this one When Warners Unite. Now, I know you guys are already going to the comment section saying how this might be an actual good idea. Because think about it. David Zaslav has been... well, as I stated several times before on this channel, he's really not that good at being the CEO of Warner Brothers. You know? So I think that this When Warner's Unite, I just think that it'd be a cool idea if this became like an actual movie. I mean, I already called it When Warners Unite. It will be like a satire / documentary / commentary on what's going on with Warner Brothers. And yes, this somewhat movie, which by the way is still fan concept idea. This will use live action and animated characters. You know, kind of like what Space Jam 2 New Legacy, and Looney Tunes Back in Action did when those movies were made. And I know that Who Framed Roger Rabbit technically started the whole live action animation genre a bit, which that is true, but still. Now, I honestly think that this movie idea can actually work, because it would show how much of a villain David Zaslav is. I mean, just imagine the Acme Chairman from Looney Tunes Back in Action, but more menacing and evil. Or LG Rhythm from Space Jam 2 and New Legacy. Imagine those two guys combined to be as one terrifying villain. Okay, I'm sorry that I keep using that scary deep voice thing. I mean, I had to make it menacing, you know. So that is like the plot title and how David Zaslav should be portrayed as a villain. And you know what's kind of funny? Remember the scene in Space Jam 2 New Legacy where Al-G Rhythm announces the game and how he says, if LeBron and the 2 squad wins, you'll get to go back to your normal lives, but if my team wins, you'll get to stay in the Serververse forever. And then follow up by Daffy saying, well, at least we're good. Which Al-G replies, oh yeah, and all the tunes would be delayed. So I did catch on to this, but for some reason it almost feels like Space Jam 2 New Legacy somewhat predicted the downfall of Warner Brothers by accident or something. I mean, I know to you guys it probably didn't look like that, but it might as well. But yeah, I'm getting off topic here. I honestly think that this can actually work as a movie. And I know that I know that this movie will not happen because, well, I did point out that it is just fan concept. But you gotta admit, it does seem like a cool idea. And I already read the plot for this movie. Okay, well, technically, I came up with the idea myself. But still, I just think that this movie can actually work. Just imagine. I can imagine Warner Brothers seeing this video saying, when Warners unite. That does sound like a cool title. And Rowdy Retro Review came up with an interesting plot. We should make it! So yeah, I have a feeling that's what's gonna happen soon. I mean, I really hope that this fan concept idea of mine, when Warners unite, does become like an actual thing. I mean, you can have Batgirl, Scooby, and the Looney Tunes interacting with each other. I mean, there could be one moment where Dexter from Dexter's Lab, Mojo Jojo, Wile E. Coyote, and Lex Luthor, Dick Dastardly and Muttley, and Dr. Ben Quest coming up with some kind of scientific idea on how to defeat David Zaslav. Now, it would be kind of like one way to celebrate the studio being around for a century. Now, if this film does get made, even though we would have to wait a few years for it, it could be part of Warner Brothers' 105th anniversary. Which I know that's like 4 years away from now. Yeah, the 105th anniversary of Warner Brothers is 4 years away from now. Sorry, I'm getting off topic here. But you guys know what I'm saying, right? I actually hope... I'm sorry, I guess I'm just too mind blown about how this could actually work. When Warners unite, a brand new live-action animated hybrid film coming summer of 2028. Now that could be like a great idea. Heck, I'm pretty sure this film is already in production right now. As we speak. Nope. I hope this movie does actually become a thing, even if it's just fan concept. And sorry for all the stutterings and slurs in this video. It's just this idea that I came up with just totally blew my mind. I mean, it literally just came to me when I was just talking to Carmine C. Dinosaur earlier today, when we were just watching Dave Lee Down Under's video about Bye Bye Bunny. So, let me know down in the comments below if you think When Warners Unite should be an actual movie. And do you think the plot that I just came up with sounds good? Let me know. And yes, I have a feeling that you guys were already going to the comment section, coming up with your own type of ideas on how this movie should work. Which I'm not gonna lie, I don't mind. I don't mind if you guys have like different ideas on how this can work. Yeah, I don't blame you. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I really hope that this does become like an actual motion picture movie someday. Fingers crossed.